Hey everybody, it's Doug Shalford's Remax Oceanside at MakeMaineYourHome.com. In this week's episode, we're going to talk about some of the best music venues in Portland, Maine. So let's do this. All right, everybody, we are going to talk about music venues. And if you've been watching some of my videos or know anything about me or know me, you know that I moved to Maine because of rock bands and stuff like that, which is a whole long story I'm not going to get into right now. Just, check out some videos about me. Now that I am, a dad of 3 and a loving husband, we don't get out very much, but I still do know a little bit about some of these music venues. I'm probably going to miss some. We have about 8 or 10 of these that I'm going to talk about, so we're going to try to move quickly so I can get information about each one of them in there. So the first one on the list is kind of cool to me. It's called Sun Tiki Studios. It's out Forest Ave there. It used to be a sun tanning place, and they just left the name of Sun Tiki. The reason it's cool to me is before the pandemic, I was playing in a band, just kind of casual, like once a week, we would rock and roll with some guys. It's a practice space at Sun Tiki, so we used to rent it out once a week. We'd go there and practice, but they do have a nice big stage so guys can do shows and stuff like that. It's not necessarily like a bar or restaurant or anything like that. It's only catered towards like bands that want to practice or do a show. So really cool place. Check out their website or social media and you'll find out like what shows are happening and check that out. One Longfellow. I've never been there. It's at Longfellow Square. I drive by it all the time and I see people hanging out front of it all the time. And I'm like, what the heck is that? Well, now I know. So it's apparently it's a cool spot, nonprofit performing arts and concert venues. So you can actually rent it out if you want, but then they also do shows. Again, it's not a bar or restaurant, so it's not like you want to just like plan on popping over there to see what's happening without kind of checking it out on their website and social media and all that stuff to see what's happening. But they do a lot of great like singer-songwriter stuff, jazz, orchestra, like that type of thing. There's a bar called Flask, which is on Spring Street. I actually know this place. It's more known for DJ sets, karaoke. It's a cool night out. Highly recommend it. A band that I used to play in years ago, we did play there one time. It's a cool venue. If you want to get out and dance and stuff like that, it's a cool spot to go. A little small, so it can get full pretty easily, but it's a cool spot and a great bar. Check that out. Of course, there's Thompsons Point in Portland. Typically bigger venues, as part of the State Theater concert series, which we'll talk about State Theater as well. Great views, view looking over the water and all that kind of stuff. Usually there's lots of like food and stuff like that there as well, but it's bigger bands that you'll see there. It's a great outdoor place. So let's see, this next one is a bar called Blue. I've never been there, but I got to check this out because apparently it's a lot of like jazz, bluegrass, Irish music. You can sit at a little table, grab a drink, very like chill place. Sounds really awesome. So check out a place called Blue. Genos is next on our list. This is one that like the team handed me the list and I was like, why isn't Genos on here? So Genos, almost 30 years ago when I moved to Maine, bands that I was in, rock bands that we're in, we played in Genos. We call it Old Genos. They were in a location down on Brown Street in Portland. And man, it was a crap hole. It was like whatever rock and roll club you can envision in your head is what that was. It was really awesome. A lot of like punk rock, just straight up rock and roll place. They have moved on to Congress Street though, and it's a much better venue for music. They got a bigger stage. It's kind of like a theater type atmosphere. The concrete floor comes down to the stage. Really cool place. Sounds great in there as well. State Theater is, it's right on Congress Street and State Street. It's a cool like old theater building. Super cool spot to go in there. Bigger bands there because it's a bigger space. Anyway, State Theater, that's cool. Let's see, there's a place called Portland House of Music, which is over on Temple Street and Federal, I think it is. Cool place. It's like a bigger bar for Portland, I guess is the best way to describe that, with a good sized stage and all that kind of stuff. Good sound system. So check that out. Aura is a place over on like Free Street. Over the years, it's been a few things. I think before Aura, it was called the Asylum. But now I have been to a show in Aura. And it's cool. It's kind of got like a 2-level where you can kind of hang out and watch the stage. And it's really it's a cool place to watch a show. I got to admit, very awesome. I'm going to probably butcher the name of this, but this is called Apohadion. From what I understand, it's a cool like rock club, punk music, just a cool rock venue. A lot of local acts, things like that. Highly recommend checking that out. And then last but not least is a place called Space Gallery. It's over near the Maine College of Art. All different kinds of bands. You're going to see just about everything there. Super cool spot. Highly recommend that if you're just out to look for random music night. If that's what you're looking for, go to Space Gallery. We fit a lot of venues in this one little video here. If I missed any, I did. I can think of a couple in my head already. If I missed any, comment below. Let me know about them. Maybe we'll do another video around this type of thing. Check them all out. And if you visited all of these, or if you go to one or two of these regularly, let me know what your thoughts are, and let me know, what you think of it, all that kind of stuff. Comment below, send me an email, text, whatever you want. Hit us up on social media. And remember, if you make Maine your home, you don't have to do it alone.